Hi guys, Joe from Canoe Bushcraft. Just doing a quick one, just as a thank you and a couple of shout outs. Entered a little competition at Foxwood Knives a few weeks back. It was the first competition I ever sort of went into, you know, which is pretty cool. Didn't have to do much, just had to put I'm in, which was pretty cool. But I thought I'd have a go. I've never done it before, so you know, yeah, I've got runners up on it, which is pretty cool. Really pleased with that, and yeah, made me one of these to the length that I wanted it. I mean, it's pretty thick, you know. So in comparison, oh, you know, that's my watch. Look, you know. So yeah, it's pretty thick. Got a paracord there, and it's really nice. So thanks ever so much for that, and I'll put a little link down to his site if no one's seen or been on Foxwood Knives. He's got some really nice little folders up. He's a knife maker, and he's got some folders up which he's bought in, but he's acid etched the blades, and they look really nice. I was really tempted to get one, but when I was looking at it, I made a big mistake. My wife was actually in the room, so I could feel her burn in the back of my head going, no. Money's a bit tight at the moment, so but no, they are really cool, so check them out, and yeah, they're a good price and so on. So thanks ever so much for that. I've got a key fob on its way as well, same colours, which I'm looking forward to getting. And also on here, which is a nice touch, I don't know if my camera's going to pick this up, but it's got a little like goldy brass fox head on it, which is pretty cool. So yeah, nice touch, and awesome. So thanks ever so much for that, and yeah, so anyone that hasn't been to his site, look, get on there, get on over, have butchers, and you know, give him a sub or what have you, and check out his the knives that he's selling at the moment. They're really smart. So thanks again for that, mate. The other guy I want to say thanks to and give a shout out for is Chief Monkey J. If you haven't, I'll also do the same. His site will be down the bottom. If you haven't checked out his stuff, he's into the bushcraft scene and all that. Does quite a few vids, and yeah, I also entered the competition there as well, and I won that. I couldn't believe it. So yeah, 2 competitions I went into, got something, and I've also entered for a third, so fingers crossed. So they reckon it comes in threes. So but no, he sent me the British Army Golok. I've had one in the past which I lost a long time ago, and I've also got another one, and also got this one, but this one's different. Scott from Wessex Blades has reprofiled the handle on it, and it does feel real different. I'll show you the difference on the other one in a sec. Feels really nice, and he's also reprofiled the back, and quite a lot as well compared to the other one. And razor sharp. I've got paper is damp. It's been in the shed for a while, so but no problemio. Yeah, sweet. But it's not meant for cutting paper anyway, it's for cutting wood. So once you've got some welly behind it, it's going to do its job. I'll show you the other one I've got, just to see the difference. That's one which hasn't had anything done to it. Step back a bit, and there's the other one. As you can see, the front end is, yeah, there's a bit more weight to the original, which you know, yeah. So there we go, and obviously the handle difference. Top one is Scott's reprofiling, and the bottom one is the original, which is really just a lump of wood, you know. Yeah, these are pretty cool, and they're good, they're good tools really for the monies. Do you know what I mean? I have seen one snap across there. I haven't seen it with my own eyes, but I've seen pictures of it and read the blog on it that they did. But these are mass produced at the end of the day, and if I'm right, if you look at the actual MOD, well, supposedly MOD mark, I don't think they're original. I think it's got something to do with that part of the arrow. Where am I? At the bottom. But so they are mass produced, so you are going to get a lemon along the way, but for the pennies you can process a lot of wood with that, you know. It's ideal for the canoeing and that, bit of ground clearing, you know, brambles, that kind of stuff, reed beds and that, you know, and processing wood, and you know, because of the steel as well, it's easy to maintain. I'll just whack a bit of gun oil on here because of the salt water, you know. But anyway, thanks Jay, that's really cool. I mean, I only spoke to you yesterday, well, text spoke on the tube, you know, posted it out, got it this morning, really cool. And cheers for the 2 envelopes as well, they're coming handy because they're very usable, and it's pretty cool, these big brown bad boys. And also, you know, if anyone gets any of these, they're ones which is like the padding with shredded paper, but it's all mashed. It's pretty cool tinder, well, for smouldering stuff. So because I've ripped a few of those up in the past which are unusable, and Jiffy green, well, I think we called them. But no, so thanks again mate, and check out his channel guys, I'll put it in the bottom. Other than that, I've not really been up for much. I'm just preparing to get out and about. A bit of work on my 12-foot canoe needed. The whole of last year and all the way through the winter, right up until now, I've not covered it at all. I've just left it out on trestles, just to, you know, I just wanted to see what it could stand up to weather-wise, you know, UV rays and all the frost, getting warmer frost. And last few months in the UK, well, quite a few months in the UK, it's been up and down the weather. It's, you know, really cold, warm, wet, snow, ice, frost, whatever. And yeah, some of the resin on the outside has started to break down a little bit, which I expected, and that's due to the UV. So that needs a light sanding and re-resining before it goes out. That's about it really that I've been up to. Been knocking up some more of my my little fire steel neckers. I've got a few more indoors which I've been doing. For those of you who haven't seen these, it's just like a little leather pouch that I've made for a necker on micro paracord. They're great just to chuck around your neck and then just tuck them in your shirt so they don't dangle and get in your way, because they can be a pain in the ass for that. But no, the steels are good, they're really good steels. They strike every time. This is my spare one, so I can actually strike this one. I'll try it on the back of this actually. But, yeah. Yeah, good. They're pretty cool. But when I got these, I had to pull all the steels out of every single one and Aldite the rods into the handles, so they never come out now. Nice little lanyard on there, something else to grip onto. Yeah, I do like them, but the steels, they're pretty cool. So yeah, I've got about 20 of those made up so far. I'm going to start knocking those out. If anyone wants one, PM me, and the price will include postage for delivery, you know. So yeah, I'll be sort of knocking them out for, I mean, it's 3mm veg tan they're made from. They're all pretty much the same, you know. Yeah, I'll be knocking them out for around £26.50. That includes postage to anywhere in the UK, that kind of thing. Yeah, so I've been doing a bit of that really, and I started making myself a Possibles pouch, a leather one. Something I've been meaning to have a bash at. It's all saddle stitched, thanks to a guy called Jason that showed me how to do that when I sort of at the wilderness gathering. I was with the Wilderness Woodlife Makers Guild. I normally take one of my canoes up and some bits and bobs that I make, and we've got a leather worker in the guild and a carver and a knife maker there as well, and we have a stand at the Wilderness Gathering, so I was watching him do it. The gusset's leather as well. This is an old leather jacket that I picked up, but it's quite thick, and that's cool. And that's the 3mm veg tan. Just got a couple of normal big loops on the back. Wanted a square one, you know, it's quite big. This is a 2-ounce Blackie tee, and I can get 2 of those. And there's another one. You know, boom. I can get 2 of those in there that way, if you're not saying. Well, bloody camera. And I've also got space down here, you know. If I wanted to, I wouldn't have those tins in there necessarily, but just to give you some idea of the size. But not sure what I'm going to use for the, you know, for the clasp bit. I don't know whether to have 2 push studs on it, or I might sew a buckle thing, but a buckle thing's a bit annoying because you won't undo it. You know? Or one of them press those little brass pin things that sticks out. Might go for something like that. I might even trim up, you know, maybe round and that top bit, just get a bit of shape down here. It just needs good old polish now. I've got plenty of dye on it and put some oil on it, soften it up a bit. But yeah, it's nice. Yeah, that's about all I've been up to really. I've been pricing up some more resin and stuff. I want to get this 20-foot boat. I want to build this 20-foot open canoe soon. I've got to get it done this year. I've been meaning to do it for a while, but yeah, just pricing up the resin and materials at the moment. But that's something that maybe on the agenda. If I do it, I will video it, or video parts of it anyway, because it's a slightly different build to my other. And the plans I've got for one, I want to manipulate and make it my own, if you like. Try and make it look more like the replica of the original one that they used, you know, on the up in Canada, the old on the trade routes. I mean, they were 40 foot long, those things, you know, back in the day, but this is like half the size, but you can still get good 6 adults in it, so that'd be quite cool. So when I do finish it, I will be doing a shout out to get 5 people to come with us, and probably do the Stow or something like that, and then bosh it out and check it out on the actual sea, and do a bit of a stealth camp on one of the islands or something, which would be quite cool. But I'd like to get a feel of it on both flat water, if you like, river water, and the sea as well. I mean, it's not full on, you know, you're not right out in the channel there, do you know what I mean, but it's still on sea. It's different behaviour. So, but yeah, so anyway, thanks, and thanks ever so much, Foxwood Knives, my really chuffed, paracord bracelet, really chuffed for that. And so everyone give him a shout out, and nice one, Jay, for that, and fingers crossed, because I've entered for your other competition, which I think is extremely bloody generous of you, what you're giving away, whether it's second hand or not, you know. But yeah, but any of the prizes I think are pretty cool. I do like that leg pouch, actually. That's quite cool. I have thought about, I saw you do a review on that a while back, and I did think about that. It's be quite handy, be quite nice in the canoe actually, having something like that with me, as with a waterproof bag, and it'd be quite good as a mini bug out bag, you know, in case something, you know, poo it the fan type situation. If I did get caught up in the sea, and it'd be quite handy. Yeah, be interesting. Yeah, anyway, cheers in guys, and take it all easy. Check out those channels, and get out there, be safe, and hopefully I'll do some more decent videos soon of being out doing it. I tend to not video so much when I'm out. It's just I just get so lost in what I'm doing and think, ah, bugger, I should have videoed it. But yeah, I'm just in the man cave at the moment, going around. I think you've seen it before. Bits and bobs, little makeshift pillar drill, my lathe. Got one of these beasts now, nice 4-inch. So I might have a go with that old gollop of mine and have a little play on there. And, bits and bobs. And, I've just been oiling up some of the traps as well today. Some, I've got a dozen of these in total. Dozen seems to be a good number to keep. 12 of them, different sizes. I do prefer these to the Fenn traps, the Camembert ones. Got this size. You go by the size by this until you get to the really bigger sizes, and the whole bloody thing changes. But quite a nice size. You go by the spring size. Yeah. The reason I like these, they're quite versatile. You can have them that way up, so vertical, or you can have them flat. You can set them either way, which is pretty cool. So you can have them as a, you know, pressure. These are body traps, by the way. They're not leg traps. As far as I'm aware, it's illegal in this country to have anything that traps hoof, whatever. These are body traps, ideally rabbit, rodent, squirrel, mink, that kind of thing. And when you set these up, these have got to be, I normally do it, if I set them up in a rabbit run, not an open air rabbit run. If you do it in an open air rabbit run, you've got to literally cover this, because you don't want, you know, depending on what land you're on, and ideally you want permission as well. You don't really be just setting these up on anyone's land, because that's just totally irresponsible, to be perfectly honest. You know, if you've got dog walkers out on there, you know, and they're walking their dog, and that's a massive vet bill, and you're going to really injure that dog. There is a possibility that you will break that dog's part of that dog's leg. Simple. Or if it sticks its nose in it, you know, it's, oh Jesus, I wouldn't even like to think. So yeah, if you've got a rabbit burrow, I normally shove these down up to my elbow length, right in, and only on land that I've got permission, and only on private land where I know if anyone is on there, they're trespassing, they shouldn't be on there. So, do you know what I mean? People shouldn't be on there walking their bloody dogs in the first place, but even then, I do try and, I'd always make the effort, I should say. So I don't want nothing else stepping on it, deer, anything like that, you know, because you can't stop deer from going on anyone's land, because it ain't going to do nothing. It's just going to really hurt the deer. You can't, and it's not going to contain it either. It will pull its foot out, but it could be busted then. Then you've got a lame deer walking around the roads. Do you know what I mean? And then they end up getting run over and all the rest of it. But anyway, enough ranting about that. That's the other side. You can see it's a lot bigger. Spring, so it's stronger. Yeah, so mink, big rabbit, bosh, squirrel, rodent, rabbit as well. Yeah, but they are body traps. The idea is it traps the actual body in it. But like I say, I do prefer these from the Fenns. I've got a dozen of those, 2 different sizes. I've got 2 different sizes of Fenn trap as well, but don't use them anymore. I'm going to probably put these up for swapsies or something. I've got a mixture of size 6 and size 12. They're great. I mean, these work with a pressure pad, but you are pretty limited to. You can just set them up one, you know, the correct way is to set them up. It's a pressure pad, and they're bulky as hell. So yeah, not really. Yeah, one of those. It depends. So I suppose if you're doing a bit of pest control from a landowner, you know, for rodent, that kind of stuff, or they're alright, you know. But yeah, not for sort of getting out and about. I mean, they're quite cool. I do like them, the Camembert ones. Yes, that's all I've been doing really today, is just done a bit of tidy up in the man cave and bits and bobs. I do have some more, I do have I have about 20 of these yo-yo lines. And for those of you that haven't seen these, I'm pretty sure quite a few people have. Just set it up correct. Got a little catch that comes down, it locks off the wheel. Yeah, there's your line. You'd have your bait line coming off of that. This is secured, and then the line goes into the water, and basically a fish takes the bait, releases it, and it starts winding back in. Obviously it's just not going to pull the fish straight back up, and that's it. The idea is it ties the fish, it's in and out, and the further it goes out the harder it gets, and blah blah. Lure wise, I'm not 100% sure. That's all I'm going to really say. Freshwater, I think it's a huge no-no, and I don't use them on freshwater anyway. I use them on sea. Salt water, so you know, out in the bays and that, you can set up a rig and you can have a few hanging down. But I'm always within that area. I don't put them out for 3 or 4 bloody days, and I think that's the problem. People might set them out on lakes or whatever, you leave them out for a few days and then you got fish on there for a few days, and it's just, I don't know whether that is the situation, why you're not supposed to use them in the UK. But same as my little hand lines, I know you're not supposed to use them on the rivers, apparently. They're frowned upon, but it's, I don't know, the law part of it's all a bit confusing sometimes, and I just think, no, I mean, I'm just going to be responsible with it. Same as our yo-yos on the sea. I'm there, you know, I put them out at sort of low tide and wait for tide to come in. Tide goes back out, I go and check them. I'm there to check them, and they're probably in nice shot when I'm out on the coast anyway in my canoe, so you know, it's one of those. I use a small gill net as well. It's about 10 foot long, which is easy for me to handle and easy for me to set up. It's the only reason I use that sort of size. And I also got I've got about 4 of these, but I only use about 2 at a time. It's all folded at the moment. Got a couple of little clips. You unclip that one, unclip that one, and then you just let it go, and it's basically like a little lobster pot, crab pot. Yeah, they go in this end, well, they can go in that end. Got a little bait bag inside, you just unzip the top. The cheapest, nastiest cat food you can buy from the supermarket in an old sock or an old tight, you know, shove it in there so it can ooze out. They'll go in, they get stuck, you know, they can't get back out again, that sort of thing. I use like cat food because well, the scent of the cat food is strong, and then all you do is just unzip it. If you get a catch, get them out, you know. Same again, you know, I'll put some massive rocks inside this once I've got it where I want it, to weight it down, tie it off, and next low tide I'll go back out and pick it up and have a look. And I mean, cool thing with this, and same as those yo-yos as well, if you get stuff on there which is too small, you just release them back into the sea and they're fine, you know. Yeah, okay, you've still got a hook sticking inside the fish's mouth, but it's probably have a thick lip for a few days, but that's about it. When it comes to the mechanical traps, though, once you've caught it, you've caught it, so, you know, and I won't put all 12 out at once, because if I'm on my own, I'm not going to eat everything in this waste. And I have a great deal of respect for everything that's out there. I'm not out there to catch everything, but yeah, you know, put about, you know, 3 or 4 of those Canberra traps out, you know, it just increases your chance of maybe getting a bunny or something like that, you know, when you're out, which is pretty cool. And yeah, so coolio. So anyway, thanks again, Chief Monkey J and Foxwoods Knives. That's spot on. And everyone else, you know, check their site out, give them a sub or whatever, and I'll catch you all soon. So take it easy.